Hey everyone, welcome back to Wayfarer. So it's been about a month since my last video and apologies for the delay. So I was down at the beach in North Carolina with my family, which was great. It was really good to just spend a week together and spend some really quality time before I leave for my trip overseas. I've also just been working full time as well as working on my move abroad. Between those three things, I've been a little busy, but I wanted to keep you guys all updated on kind of what's going on, what's happening with the move. So suffice to say, I've gotten a lot done. And as of today, when I'm shooting this video, I have 1 full month until I leave for Spain, which is crazy to think about. So let me actually tell you what has been going on this past month as it relates to my move. So the big things I have been doing is continuing my efforts in downsizing, and I can successfully say that I have basically downsized all of my major furniture as well as a lot of items that I no longer need, with only a handful of pieces of furniture left and a couple of piles of things that will ultimately just get donated or given to charity in some way, shape, or form. But my goal and expectation is that I will be able to move out of my apartment hopefully by end of the following week. So that way I can kind of just cross one thing off my list, right? Move out of my apartment, downsize, get everything stored that I need to, and basically be poised to go overseas. So that's one of the big ones, and I'm pleased to say that that one is going well. I'll see if maybe I can get some footage later down the line of my empty apartment before I actually move out. The next big thing I've been doing is finalizing all of my visa paperwork. And again, another successful thing I can say is that at this point, according to my visa lawyer that I'm working with, they have pretty much everything they need, and they feel that my visa will get approved once I get in country and actually apply for it. There's just 1 or 2 pieces of documentation, but there's really no concern about any of those coming in time to ensure that I'll have everything I need for when I land on the ground. The third thing I've been doing is making sure that my pets are ready to go. And at this point, it's kind of just a waiting game for them. They are all ready and set to go. The main thing is just before the trip itself, they will get a form from a USDA accredited veterinarian who basically certifies that they are approved to go to the country and have met all obligations. And I'll get some paperwork for them, kind of like a pet passport. I'm gonna make another video on that experience as well as a live update of how the pets do with the move and everything. So don't worry, that's coming. And the last thing is really just a mixture of everything in between. So logistical pieces like figuring out a plan for my car, as well as other aspects like spending time with friends and family before I go and trying to make every effort I can to see them before I kind of go overseas. So yeah, it's kind of everything. It's been a lot the past month to say the least, but what's interesting is I've found myself in this position about 1 month out from the move that I am basically in a space where I find myself with a little bit of time before the move because I had planned my move out so far in advance that now about a month out, besides some pieces like moving out or selling my car or a few other odds and ends, I'm basically just playing a waiting game. Which I will say, if you're doing a big life change like moving overseas, it's kind of a nice place to be because it gives you a little bit of breathing room. It's kind of like the equivalent of getting a project done at work or an assignment done way ahead of time, only to be kind of relaxing as you go into the weeks leading up to that due date. So all that being said, I just got to reiterate, as some of my videos on this channel were prior to this whole switch to move abroad content, was about projects and planning and goal setting. One thing that has really helped me have a less stressful move was creating a plan roughly 3 months out from my move date of what I needed to get done and then breaking it down week by week. It not only allowed me to focus on a given week on specific tasks, but more importantly, it allowed me to break up the move into bite-sized components so that way I was not overwhelmed and feeling like I had to do everything all at once. So that's kind of this update. Just wanted to check in with you all. and provide an update. If you have any questions about the move or what specifics, I'm happy to talk about them. I will be doing some longer videos in the future about the whole experience, as well as a couple leading up to, during, and after the move of what my experience has been like. So make sure to subscribe if you're not already to stay tuned for that. Anyways, thanks a ton for watching. See you in the next one.